Hello everybody, it's Bill's That College Football Guy here with another video. Yeah, I'm sorry it took so long to post, but it has been crazy around here. I'm in Ohio, but ready to get a load to head home to Tennessee finally for the first time in 2 weeks. Normally I'm home every weekend, but not this time. Past week was in Illinois doing 34-hour reset in the truck, but saw the title. Look, John Canzano, the radio wizard of the North, as some people call him. But the thing are, the 2025 media deal is coming out soon. The 2026 media deal is going to come on. This and this stuff come out Monday, Wednesday. Oh. I really wish he just stopped putting out dates because it never happens on that way. Now, some people said he's completely lying. No, he's not. The deal for 2025 media deal was held up by one university who they had to switch a game from a Saturday to a Friday. And that means it was either Houston or Wake Forest. And Houston announced that they were the ones who switched it to a Saturday to a Friday to accommodate the media deal. Now, I have seen a lot of fans are hopeful that it's going to be ESPN and Fox and all this other stuff going on, except no, it's not. The 2025 deal and the 2026 deal are being worked at the same time. Why? Because the same partner is involved with both, and that same partner is the CW. Teresa Gould told you, without telling you, who the Pac-12's media partners are going to be. I put this up on X. I put this up in YouTube comments. But apparently some people still aren't getting it. Look. Mountain West media deal has been talked about, who their partners are, and Pac-12 maybe trying to steal them, whatever the hell. But what's getting talked? It's being taught Fox and Fox, FS1 and CBS Sports, FS1 and CBS Sports, FS1 and CBS Sports, FS1. Who's not being mentioned? TNT. Are they? Not as much, because there's no guarantee they're going to be back. Now, she said that she wanted to have transformative media partners, Teresa Gould, Pac-12 commissioners, transformative media partners that would not only be a transactional deal, be transformative, be one to grow with the Pac-12. If you're going to grow, number one, ESPN, Fox, CBS, NBC, they're done growing. They're already there. They don't need to go any bigger. They're at where they're at. They don't need to grow. They're there. If you want to really grow, you need somebody who is new to the space, who is not really, established in collegiate athletics, who is going to grow their own footprint and help grow with the Pac-12. That sounds an awful lot like the CW and TNT to me, because both are new to the space. TNT likes what they're getting with the Big 12, and I have a funny feeling, and a lot of people share the same thing I do, by time 2031 comes around, TNT is going to be a player. They're not going to have the NBA deal. They're going to have money, and they may be bidding on some of this major stuff here. They may be challenging ESPN to not be the locked-on thing on there. They may be, and the feeling is TNT might be going back to be a full-on bidder for the Big 12 and try to possibly get as much of the G5 as they could, G6 as they could, to establish more of a footprint of their own. CW is trying to look to do the same thing. And I get why that's happening here. Now, the second is, there's no media deal. Well, everybody, please calm the hell down. Just, don't give me a migraine with this stupidity. The Pac-12 is going to get a media deal. They will get a media deal. This is not optional. They're going to get one. Okay? But, and there's a deadline. Like I said, Memorial Day is the deadline. The Pac-12 has to get this done by Memorial Day, because that gives, in the Mountain West bylaws, notice has to be given for the year prior by June 1st. If June 2nd hits, your exit fees you have to pay double. So if you do Memorial Day, that gives those 5 departing schools time to actually file the paperwork and pay their $5,000 deposit. They need the time. So it has to be Memorial Day. You got to give them time to do actually what they need to do, because they want the media deal before they formally leave. A media deal, sign a grant of rights, leave the conference. Or a media deal, leave the conference, sign the grant of rights. However the hell it works. But probably media deal, leave the conference, sign the grant of rights. That's probably how it's going to work out. I could be wrong, but I think that's probably how the way it's going to work. As for how much money, we don't know. But the CW's basic deal for this year's going to be a little bit different because it's 6 games for Washington State and 7 for Oregon State, I believe. So Oregon State should make more money because they have more games. Just that simple. How much? Well, we'll find out pretty soon. I'm thinking it's going to be along the same lines of last year's deal, which was $7 million a year. Now, if the money goes up, that's good for the future of the Pac-12. If the money goes down, that is not so good. Which is maybe the reason why they're trying to tie it together. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what the hell they're trying to do here. I had a little conversation on X with Cofield from Cofield and Company. Great radio show in Vegas. I've listened to those guys when I was living in Vegas. I was listening to those guys. Steve was great. And why shouldn't UNLV move to the Pac-12 right now and go with like-minded universities? Since you got the $40-something million check to write for them? No, then why are we having the conversation? Actually, Steve didn't say that. Other people jumped. I'm going to give Steve credit for this. Steve and I did a little bit of the pause. Other people jumped in on the conversation, on the thread, and jumped in on it. So Steve didn't say that for clarification. Other people jumped in, like, they're basically, the UNLV is, for those in Pac-12 thinking they're still going to go, forget the grant of right. They don't have the money. I said this before all the crap came out. They don't have the money. They need to stay to get the money. 2026 is out. 2031, different story. But then again, there may not be a Pac-12 in 2031. Because the one advantage of having those high-value brands is you have more of a presence. The bad thing is they're more likely to be poached. Like Mountain West loses UNLV and Air Force, maybe. Pac-12 could lose in realignment. Pac-12 could lose Oregon State, Washington State, Boise State, San Diego State, Gonzaga. That's a lot worse. And you have less schools. So that's a bigger chunk. And I went round and round on people like, if all this happened and all this craziness goes on, because the fact is the Pac-12 losing will never be a super league. And like, if we go to 3 new subdivisions, conferences may shift. And if the Pac-12 is not going to be on the money they're spending, and other schools have to drop out possibly of other places, and those schools can move up into those spots, that leaves holes. Why make a move of any type right now unless it's like FCS up, which because of the new legislation going in, it may be really easy for FCS schools to move up real quick. So for those who are panicking about the Pac-12 media deal, just take it. Those who are panicking, those who know, I'm not even worried about you because you know they're going to get one. But the closer it gets to Memorial Day, the more concerning it is. Let's be real. It's like, get the deal done, get it signed. It's probably going to come out in the next few weeks. I mean, the fact is it's getting to be May. We're getting in the home stretch, folks. It's got to get this thing done. So I'm hopeful that they're getting it done. And to conclude this video, is just going to keep it rather shorter than the normal ones. I'll still be doing some videos like this, but once May kicks in, May 15th specifically, it's craziness. Subscriber roll call. That'll be going in. Also, I got to tell you all the video that's coming out on Monday. Who won the NFL draft? I'm letting you know right now. It's like the same thing we've been doing for 2 years in a row. Points awarded based upon the round you're in. 7 points for first rounders. On down to 1 for a 7th rounder. By conference, by university. Been doing this for years. Doing it again to see on there which university did the best. Now we had a G5, Boise State, got a first round pick. FCS, I think, had a first round pick. I think it was. And the SEC and the Big Ten dominated. Colored me stunned. Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes. But if you go look at the first round of who goes on there, you've got a pretty damn good idea who's going to win the draft. But no Shador. Why? Is it because of mechanics? Is it because of attitude? Or is it because that he had trouble beating ranked teams? If you can't beat the good teams, how the hell are you going to play in the NFL? And it's not like he was 500. Like, what, one win against ranked teams in his career? I think one. That's not that good. So, I've done enough yapping right now for this little video. So, thanks everybody for watching. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. So, do me a favor, smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Like the Pac-12 fans, they're worrying. Why are you worrying? You're going to have a deal. You're going to get an 8th member. You're going to be a conference in 2026. We don't know which number it is. You're going to have one. Take a deep breath. Is UNLV going to be the one to go? Probably not. Is Memphis going to be the one to go? Probably not. Is it going to be Tulane? Probably not. Texas State, Mexico State, Louisiana Tech. One of those 4. And Texas State's in the driver's seat. And they're willing to take less than a full share. So get that done. And I've said this before on multiple videos, and I've said this on X all the time. The Pac-12's future, like if you want to stay as a regional conference, stay regional. You're going to get regional money. If you want big money, bigger money of the G5 upper end, you need to get in the Central Time Zone. Grabbing Texas State puts you one there. You establish a little hub with 3 to 5 schools to give you something to build on. And because the fact is, if you don't do it now, and you try to go back later and say, hey, we're going to try to build something in the air, why didn't you add Texas State before? Why do you think we're going to go here? We're going to be the first ones in this? No. You're supposed to show us something, to show us that you're making the move to be in this time zone. And there's still pushback within the Pac-12 that want it to be regional. That would rather, and I've heard this a couple of times, it's a minority, and I've shaken my damn head every time I've heard it, that they would rather add New Mexico State than Texas State. Not an offense to New Mexico State, but the fact is it doesn't get you, you're in the mountain time zone, not the central. You may very well end up being a member of the Pac-12, but no. So let me know what you think about that in the comments. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you haven't done it, hey, subscribe to the channel. On the way to 1K, trying to make some magic happen. So thanks everybody for watching. I gotta get going because I'm about ready to hit my break here in a few minutes. So the fun never ends. So next video, it will be on Newsflash, will be on Monday. That will be the who won the draft. So thanks. I'll probably record that one probably from the house on Sunday, probably. So thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. Be safe and please be good to each other.